What's up, guys? Chris with CNC for Newbies here. Uh, Going live from the garage. Been talking to a couple guys, and guys, guys wanted me to talk more on uh, my computer setup and my control box setup. Um, so I figured I'd let everybody know kind of what I'm doing, what I'm building, and how I'm interfacing everything. And it might be something that works for your guys' machines too. Um, so, first off, uh, this is both a UC CNC and a Gerbil based system. Um, Working with Viking CNC controls, Bjorn Larson is doing like the mini converters. Um, and then the base machine itself is a 36 by 36 high-speed rack and pinion by CNC for Newbies. It's got the 2.2 Series 2 B&R spindle, the Quiet Run RS 485. And then what's really cool about the control box, being that it's dual controller, it also has a mini fanless computer. Okay. Um, a lot of guys have been really interested in that. Um, so I figure I'll show you guys the whole setup. That way I don't have to keep fielding questions about the different components. So let me flip this camera. Okay. We'll do the back camera. All right. First things first, this is the machine. Okay. Average run of the mill um, build. The machine itself is really good, um, but what's really good about this is I have the B&R spindle. Right now it's actually backwards because it's not in its home, um, but uh, this mount fits the 2.2 spindles, and allows you to trim, which is something that I thought was really cool. Billy from BNR uh, shared with me. He also did the Quiet Run spindle or Quiet Run VFD with the braking resistors, the shunt resistors. So it's actually on right now, and you don't hear it. It's also ran by RS 485, which is USB connection. For the Gerbil guys, that's not a big deal. But for the UCCNC guys, it basically gives the same connectivity that Gerbil gave with the 0 to 10 PWM output. Okay. Um, this is my computer. That's the whole computer. So there's one computer for my big machine. This is the computer for my C4N controller. Um, and it's running UCCNC, pick sender, pick engrave, and light burn, all on this. And then I have OBS Studio and Vectric VCarve Pro on this. Um, it does have the UC 100, but what's really cool is right there's my converter for Gerbil to run on this control box. Now I modified my control box a little bit with these aviation connectors. I recommend anybody that has a 3D printer, print you off one of these boxes, and whether you have the Demon controller or a standalone controller, put some aviation connectors on there. Um, this is my test bed machine, so I have aviation connectors on everything, so I can switch in between the Demon controller and the C4N controller, um, and do what I need to do. I have the computer is actually running on my my Toshiba smart TV. So I just project it on, and we're good to go there. The computer has Wi-Fi connectivity uh, along with everything else. So if you're running, say, a Gerbil control box, maybe like an X-Carve or something like that, this is powerful enough to do it. And you can get online, which means you can use easel or JSCNC or CNCJS or BCNC and stuff like that. So that's one of the biggest advantages of having one of these small format computers on your control box or around your control box. So basically, for me, I can have everything, my VFD, my control box, and everything right under the table on this thing. Um, and then I also have, like I said, I can run Gerbil off of this converter on this control box, or I can use my Demon controller right here, which I have aviation connectors on, and I can actually plug right into those aviation connectors. I have aviation connectors that plug into the back of these wires that turn it to a DB9 cable, and that allows me to plug into a Gecko. So you guys running like an X-Carve, and you wanna better, I won't say a better, you want a different control system that might be able to be more uh, usable. That right there is a way you could do it. Put the converter cables together, and then you can actually put the aviation connectors on your existing motor wires and upgrade. Um, some things about the RS 485. It's all CH 341 uh, driver system. So it's pretty much just like the um, Gerbil systems as far as communication wise. There is a plugin that you need to load for that. Um, if you have Gerbil, you don't need RS 485 because it puts out a 0 to 10 volt. Um, but I can add bit setter. I have my bit setter there to add to it, which is nice. And then on top of it, with these converters, I can run a regular laser. And then I have my, oh, where is it? I have my JTech. Oh, right here. Here's my JTech driver. So I'm going to put that on the control box next, and that'll allow me to run my JTech laser on that machine. So the whole test bed is really good. And then I have my regular lead screw new carve back here if I need to use a router. If I want to test something with a router like an IoT relay or something, I have that one. Um, but something like this lets you guys really get into the kits. Really allow you to upgrade as you start expanding your skills. These kits were not made to be a one and done setup. You can leave them alone and be able to use them. But if you do stuff like this with the aviation connectors, you can make it quick connect. The Phoenix connectors are quick connect. A small computer like this, you can actually upgrade your system. This whole assembly here is less than $1,000. Okay. This whole computer assembly, control box assembly is less than $1,000 with all of that. Okay. That sounds like a lot, but when you're looking at five uh, axial drivers, so it actually has X, Y, Y2, and Z, and then it has a rotary axis built into that box. So I can actually run my rotary table off of that control box. I have my computer. Oh, I have UGS on there, and I have a branch of UGS that allows me to run the Arduino Mega with rotary, with standalone rotary, so I don't have to use a rotary switch. Just so you guys are aware. But the other add-on is these connectors here. CNC for Newbies does those on their machines. I think every machine should have those. They make a really good uh, separator for the motor. So if you ever have to take the motor off or anything like that, you don't have to trace back wires or hang it by the wires. You can actually take the motor off, put it in a secure place, do whatever you got to do as far as maintenance or rebuild or whatever, and then you can plug it right back in. That's something I find really helpful at times with these kits. But some guys were just asking what my test bed looks like because they saw the small computer, and that's what it is right there. And like I said, it's easy enough. Um, Kevin needs a link. Yes, it is. I'll post a link to it, but it is the MELE Quieter 2Q. That's the computer. Um, and it's been able to run UCCNC. I can do VCarve on it as long as I don't try and render big files. Like I do 3D files, it'll freeze it and pretty much crash it. But yeah, other than that, it's been working fine. And like I said, I have Lightburn on it. I have Pick Sender. I have Pick Engrave. I have UCCNC, and then in the recovery, I have UGS, 3-axis and 4-axis. So, and like I said, that has a built-in Wi-Fi, so I can actually, I'm online right now with this computer. So I could run easel if I wanted to. I could run CNCJS and stuff like that. So this might be a good option for all of you guys out there trying to find standalone computers without doing a lot of purchasing, um, you know, and just going from there. But I figured I'd go live, show you guys my test bed setup, let you see that it works and everything like that. You know, show off some of the stuff on my test bed that's quick change, you know, just stuff that I put together that you could put together too. Your guys' machines, almost all the machines, if you do the right speeds and feeds and use the right bits, they're capable of cutting aluminum. You know, but you can see I've got geckos laying around. I've got all kinds of different pieces laying around where I was testing stuff out. So I just wanted to show you guys what I put together. Maybe it'll work for you, maybe it won't. Once again, this is the MELE Quieter Q2Q. Okay, and that'll let you have a fanless computer that fits right on with your control box and your VFD, and you can have everything in one package right there at your machine. You know, I think that it's great. So I'll let you guys get back. I just wanted to share that with you. Let's see here. All right. So without any other questions, I figure I'll let you guys go. Everything good? Peace.